Good Morning Night Vale is brought to you by The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine, a new independently produced and crowdfunded 10-episode original audio drama. Set in a deceptively familiar world of electronic surveillance and machine-mediated communication, The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine follows Lydia Ryan and her friends, lovelorn Ethan and wannabe internet sensation Dee, as they struggle to unravel the mystery of her mother's disappearance. Escape the sinister Fontaine family, and survive the feud over her grandfather's supernatural legacy. It weaves bitter family drama and high-stakes intrigue with fantasy and cyberpunk elements to create a surreal mystery about secrets and grudges, old books, big data, and the promise of infinite knowledge. And do not forget the talking birds. It's a full-cast production with original music and a bespoke soundscape presented through a series of found-footage-style surveillance recordings. And it's important to note, this show was made entirely without generative AI. Even the computers are voiced by human actors. Episodes are free, and you can start listening right now with the Season 1 finale due to come out on August 16th. For more information, go to lydiadisappears.com. and find The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine wherever you get your podcasts and start listening from the beginning.
Insurance isn't one size fits all, and shopping for it shouldn't feel like squeezing into something that just doesn't fit. That's why drivers have enjoyed Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years. With the Name Your Price tool, you tell them what you want to pay, and they show you options that fit your budget. Enough hunting for discounts, trying to calculate rates, and tinkering with coverages. Maybe you're picking out your very first policy, or maybe you're just looking for something that works better for you and your family. Either way, they make it simple to see your options. No guesswork, no surprises. Ready to see how easy and fun shopping for car insurance can be? Visit Progressive.com and give the Name Your Price tool a try. Take the stress out of shopping and find coverage that fits your life, on your terms. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
It's winter, and the weather's freezing. Quite appalling. You stay in, aloof.
But footsteps, yes, that's someone creeping, crying, calling. A stranger up on your roof.
Good morning, Night Vale. Oh, ho, 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 ho.
Oh, ho, ho. It's me, your hoe, Meg Bashwiner.
And it's me, Symphony Sanders, and I ain't nobody's hoe.
And it's me, Hal Lublin, the Scrooge of alternative spa therapies. And this is Good Morning Night Vale, the show where we listen to Welcome to Night Vale and talk about it because we're cast members, aren't we?
That's not what Scrooge sounded like. I mean, he could.
I like it.
We don't know. It's Dickens.
It was vaguely Dickensian.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, it sounds like the people who would be like, I worked for Scrooge for 10 years, I did.
I like it.
What are you going to do?
I like it.
Tosh, tosh. Ooh, that's more like the Scrooge. Like, ooh, a bit of undigested beef.
A bit hard.
A bit of mustard. A crumb of cheese.
Yes. A bit more proper, yes.
Yes. Proper, yes. Money.
Merchants and whatnot.
Mutton chops. Yes. Anyway, we're recording this on the 3rd of August, 2023. We're like frighteningly close to catching up to ourselves. I can't wait for the snake to eat its tail. It may never happen, but if it does, what a ride.
It feels like we're close, but we're still 5 years out.
So far.
That's true.
So far.
I keep going like, the pandemic's going to start soon.
Oh.
We're like a year away.
Yeah. 2018, you feel like it was 2 years ago, but actually it was 5.
That's a lot.
There we go.
That is wild. This episode is 140 of Bloodstone Carol, getting us in the holiday spirit. The episode description reads, a ghost story with no moral, 3 spirits that will teach you nothing. Let's talk about it.
It's Bloodstone Day
Babes.
in August. How excited.
I feel so special. When I listened to it, I was like, it does make me feel like, I was like, ooh, it's like holiday, like Christmas in July type thing. But Cecil references when last time when Kevin took over for Bloodstone Carol, or no, was it Bloodstone Carol?
It was All Smiles Eve.
All Smiles Eve, that's what it was. I was like, no, I'm like, it's something Desert Bluffy. But yeah, so he acknowledged that, but this is their own holiday tale, which is a fun and very spooky retelling of the Christmas Carol, sort of that fair. And oh boy, this one was a spooky, scary. I thought of all the descriptions of the ghosts. There was just lots of imagery that made me scared, and I liked it.
The director's notes for this one were interesting.
Mm-hmm.
In that Joseph, not a fan of the chrisms.
What? Our Joseph fake?
As he, like me, is Jewish and is not appreciated.
Yeah.
There are a lot of different ways you can go. Maybe you have like this weird feeling of guilt that people are saying Happy Hanukkah to you when it's really a minor holiday for us. Or Christmas is dominant and to not celebrate it is weird. Mm-hmm. But obviously it has left a poor taste in his mouth. So he hates A Christmas Carol, but has decided he loves ghosts. So he's just writing the ghost story part of it and taking out all the parts he doesn't like, which is an interesting experiment and also weird. I guess I think we all assume to a certain extent that people think the way that we do or have similar opinions when they're our friends. Like, oh, I think we must feel the same way about this. And I love Christmas.
Right.
Always have. I love the decorations and the songs. I like it. To me, it's just a cool cultural happening, and it makes me feel cozy and makes me think of winter.
Yes.
So I have a very different relationship with it, and I love A Christmas Carol as like the different versions of it and stuff. So I appreciate what he's done here. I don't think I've ever had a conversation with him about it, really, because we do like the tree. We left our tree up for like 3 months after Christmas.
Wait, do you do a real tree?
No.
At that point, it was just a lamp, Hal.
Correct. It was a fake tree lamp.
Oh yeah.
That was also a candy dispenser. But yeah, no real trees.
Well, I'm a person who has always celebrated Christmas, and I love the decorations and everything of it, but I don't put I put my tree up for like 3 weeks. Like December 1st to like maybe New Year's. And then I'm like, okay, I'm ready to put it back in the box and put it away. It's a different season. I don't like it encroaching on the other holidays.
Yeah.
Like Groundhog Day?
I don't get in on my Thanksgiving. You know, I'm not celebrating Thanksgiving for the pilgrims. I'm celebrating the food. I'm here for the sides.
Yeah.
And I don't want Santa's jolly ass to be encroaching on my meal. And definitely don't cross me on Halloween, because I'll have to throw hands.
So you're a big Halloween person. I'm not.
Huge.
Halloween to me is fine. I'm way less into it. That it's probably of all the holidays, all those major holidays, the one I care the least about. But I appreciate everybody who loves it. So out of respect for that, I will not do anything holiday themed until 12:01 a.m. on November 1st. At which point,
okay.
Anything with a bat or a witch or a pumpkin on it is gone, and out comes Santa.
Pumpkins?
No, pumpkin's gone.
But pumpkins are still of the harvest.
Yeah, they're gone.
Which is the time of okay. Anyways,
they're gone, like a carved one. We have table gourds. We're not animals. For Thanksgiving.
My war on Christmas begins with this episode. But yes. Yeah, we all, Joseph is not a fan, but that's okay.
Yeah, of course.
You know, not everybody has to be, into the same things.
This is true.
I actually really enjoy this story no matter how it's told. Like, I love the classical versions. I love, like Scrooged with Bill Murray. All sorts of versions of this can be really fun. So it was exciting to have Cecil also tell you this tale. Right? Because we don't get the normal stuff. No, except for the weather, which was so apropos, but we'll talk about that. But we don't have any of the normal like traffic or community calendar stuff.
Yeah, it really is a one-off sort of holiday episode without any of the regular bits or bops or people. But what's great about telling a classic story that's in the canon is the structure of it. It's all there. So the structure's there. You just kind of get to do something new with it. So there's going to be the three ghosts. There's a past, present, and future, or yet to come. Mm-hmm. And he gets to play with that, which I think is fun.
Which one did you think was the scariest?
I think the funniest one is the future one, because it's just IBS. Which this could not be more of a Joseph Fink episode. It's anti-Christmas and embracing the horror that is his relationship to irritable bowel syndrome.
It's real. So,
I think the scariest one to me was the past. So it's the face that's just in your face. Mm-hmm. So it's like things sort of start to feel weird in his bedroom. He's like, okay, I'm going to stay up and wait for the weird thing to come. I'm just going to stay up and then I'll be ready for it when it comes. So no big deal. And then he blinks and opens his eyes and then there's a face in his face. Like that is some horror shit. Yeah. And then not being able to like clear that face. That's really scary.
The nose dissolving for me was like, just, it gave me a visceral reaction because of the description of it. Sometimes their descriptions of stuff, it's like disgusting, but like, you know exactly the feeling that they're saying, like you can feel it in your own body. And that is icky to me.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about like the earthiness of it, like an almost ashen way it would like dissolve at the touch.
He says, the face came even closer until their noses touched, and the face's nose came apart like wet paper mache.
And then later on, it's marshy soil.
Yes.
It keeps dissolving like marshy soil or squishing. Ugh.
Have you ever walked around a cemetery?
Yeah.
Okay. You're like, hello.
Many times.
Many times. Same.
At least once a week for 11 years.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Well, I'm also a spooky who likes to walk around. You know, when you walk along where, like in the not on the path, but like where the graves are and the earth, the way the earth feels under your feet. That is how I am in my brain. That, or when you're in the woods and like you go down near the like bed of like where water is sometimes, and it's like right at the edge where it's like moss and like loamy and all like puff, and you can just feel it under your feet. And that feeling to me is disgusting. And imagining that nose doing that on my nose made me want to hurl. But I love it. I love that spooky, scary feeling.
Yeah, there's not really a lot of horror done at Christmas time.
No, not really.
I feel like there's room there.
Absolutely.
There's room. There's room for some Christmas time horror.
I mean, we could consider Gremlins. Mm-hmm. But that's that. I mean, I don't consider Gremlins like scary, but like
classic Christmas horror.
Yeah, there's not a ton. There's been a few things like in the horror movie genre, but like it's not as common as you would think, because there's a lot of material there. There's a man that breaks into your house like through some magical way, and he leaves you stuff. He could be in there doing anything. And I think that might be the premise of a couple of holiday spooky movies.
Yeah, I mean, Krampus is an evil.
Krampus
is evil. Then Silent Night, Deadly Night, which I think came out in 1985, where Santa's a killer. And then the poster is like a snowy rooftop with the chimney. And out of the chimney is Santa's arm, and it's holding a butcher, like a classic murder knife.
Yes.
And that was hugely controversial because, kids can see that stuff.
Yeah.
So all these kids who believe in Santa are seeing a killer. Santa's a killer.
Could be. You don't know. Shouldn't let strange people in your house.
It took Kurt Russell to rehabilitate his image years later with the Christmas Chronicles, or the Kringle Chronicles, whatever it's called. It was fun. Both of them were fun because Goldie Hawn's in the second one a whole bunch. She's a treasure.
She is, truly.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, so is Cecil for his acting of this episode. I thought his switching between the Cecil character as narrator versus narrator / storyteller versus like the voice of Scrooge was really fun and very distinct, I thought. I also, I forgot to mention at the beginning, I just wrote horns because it was like, do, 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 do.
Yeah. DJ Disparition.
I love it.
Decided to do some very original music for this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Disparition, also a member of the War on Christmas.
Yeah.
So I feel like he was like,
he was ready.
Giddy up.
It's the War on Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho. That's a punch. Just to be clear. So we punch Santa.
That's great. So then the ghost of present, that was also pretty terrifying because it's like you don't know if you're in a dream because he woke up, like he didn't wake up. He closed his eyes again. He basically like blinked and his bed was in this forest. And that is like a very nightmarish scenario where you're just like, I'm in the same physical place and then you're in a totally different place, but on the same bed or something. Cause that wouldn't naturally occur. Who's got a bed out in the woods, girl? And there's that scary thing that's screaming silently, but it's also terrified.
And then, yeah, you're also the thing that is screaming silently and you're also terrified.
Right.
So it's like sort of a reflection of yourself that you're afraid of.
Heavily unsettling.
Right. So I also wrote down, I was like, okay, so the past is decaying. The present is terrifying. And then the future is uncomfortable or excruciating, whatever. I like it. I'm loving it. But yeah, that was a scary situation for me as well. The screaming, you're screaming, they're screaming, but nobody can, there's no sound.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then finally, IBS. As a person who willingly eats cheese and knows they're lactose intolerant, I've experienced all of that. Please.
This was Joseph had just had his first like real bad IBS experience was in like November of 2018. So not 1 month later, the IBS is now appearing in Night Vale.
Look, you write what you know, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Poor Joseph. He's got the bad tummy.
Yeah.
He's got the bad tummy. They always say in the relationship, there's the one with the bad tummy, and then there's the one who has the bad back or bad knees. So I'm the bad back. He's the bad tummy.
That's me too.
Because you can eat like straight peppers and chilies.
Yeah, I've got like an iron peasant stomach. And Joseph's is pretty delicate, but ask me to pick something up off the floor. Whew, boy, do I crumble.
I should have given you the hot ones, hot sauces. After Mark and I had them, I should have just given them to you, just to see how you reacted to them. But I wouldn't wish that on anybody. That's the thing; they need to be stored away in a crate, like the Ark of the Covenant, in a big warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
Did they give you like the spiciest ones ever?
Well, we did the entire whatever season they're on.
Oh, like
we did the whole
no.
flight. We did every single one, and I think once you get past like 4, it's just pain. And then when you get to the bomb, that just tastes like battery acid. Like it just is the most vile tasting thing ever. And everything else, you're like, I think there's a little mango in this, but I can't be, I can't be hurt. I've reached my pain threshold for heat.
Yeah.
So it's just, and like I had a bad stomach for a couple weeks and it took a few days for my like sense of taste to kind of normalize. And then I went to see my doctor and he was like, yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that.
You can't do that. Here, now you have to take this pill every day.
Oh, no.
Yeah, sucks.
Who do you think you are, Padma Lakshmi?
It rips your guts up.
And I'm the one with the peasant stomach. I can eat all sorts of stuff
really?
And not have a problem, but intense spice, painful spice is bad. Like flaming hot, no problems there. We're good. But those are just torture devices. And not worth it. Anybody out there, no one chip challenge, don't do any of that. It's fool's errand.
I can handle it, the spicy in my mouth part, but if it touches when it's in my stomach and later the after of my stomach, that's the real tough part for me. Having to pull over on the Garden State Parkway is always, it's a place you don't want to find yourself.
Duck walking into a ditch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or just like kind of whipping it into the John Bon Jovi rest stop and leaving your car running and the door open.
That's the worst.
John Bon Jovi.
That almost happened to me once. I almost left the car running. I went the wrong way. When it strikes, it strikes. It's time to go. And I couldn't figure out. I reached a point of the drive from San Diego to Los Angeles where there's nothing. There's just nowhere to stop. There are no shopping malls or anything. So I finally look up a place that's en route, and I pull over, and I have to guess. It doesn't say which way the restaurants are, and either way looks like it could lead to a suburban area. So I had to pick the right turn. Then I pulled in and saw it was like at a Subway or something. And I just their front door was open and the door to their bathroom was open. I saw it at a straight shot, like whip zoom. And I ran in. I didn't even ask. They were like, welcome to some.
Like, yeah.
No, something unholy is happening here. Be gone with your flatbread.
Yeah. Recently, this wasn't a number 2, it was number 1. I was driving back from my parents' house with Iris, and I had been in the car at that point for almost 4 hours, and I had to pee real bad, and we pulled into a Target because we were going to run in and get some things. And I got out of the car, and I was like, I have to pee so badly. And then I had to get the baby out of the car, and she was like, I don't want to go shopping. I don't want to get out of my car seat. I don't want it. And she was just fighting me, and I'm like, Iris, please. Please. You just put your arm through the hole, please. We have to get you out of your car seat and then to carry you into the bathroom.
Did you make it?
Walk through a large parking lot. I did make it with a flipping out toddler.
That is the worst.
She calmed down as soon as we got to the bathroom because she was like, what? Where are we? We don't usually go to the bathroom at Target. I
always go to the bathroom at Target. It's like they put something in the air that every time I walk in there, I'm like, well, I'm like, I can shop around for a minute, but I'm going to abandon this cart in 3 seconds because my stomach's like, hey, go blow up that bathroom.
We've managed to aerosolize Ducalax, and we're just spraying it in liberally all over the Target. Let's see.
Literally.
Watch the expression on this woman's face when she all of a sudden has explosive diarrhea right next to where people are making returns.
Oh, I gotta go to Target.
There's that theory. Someone posited a theory that Barnes & Noble makes people shit.
Oh, I would always poop at a Barnes & Noble too.
Oh yeah, me too.
But they try and hide their bathroom amongst the stacks.
I went to see a very long movie recently this weekend, based on true history. I will not say the name because I am striking against the studios.
Oh.
But in the middle of it, I was watching, and I'm like, ho. I gotta go, and I do the tender walk, like a Tom and Jerry when Tom would sneak.
Yeah.
That was me going to the bathroom, and then half an hour later, I emerged. What? I feel like I don't want to say something that's gonna have to be edited out. Suffice it to say, it was quite an event, and I felt like I missed nothing when I returned.
Probably didn't,
but it was sudden and real bad. And the last time I had something like that was also in a movie when I went to see the sequel to a popular action franchise that has 4 films in it. And it was the worst. Going to the bathroom in a movie theater is the worst because they turn into Tokyo subway cars after every movie. They're just loaded with people who are all going to the bathroom. If there are no urinals, then they'll just go and wee all over the seats, and then you have to navigate oh, I hope this one is clean, or now I have to clean this toilet off just to put the sheet of paper down to use it. It's terrible.
Huh. I don't have that experience. I always feel like usually all the movie theaters that I go to, I feel like it's yes, it gets busy, but there's plenty of clean bathroom business, and there's somebody in there.
Mm-hmm.
like not all the time, but like people are moving about cleaning this stuff up. Anyways, but yes, movie theaters are a good place. It's anonymous. I don't get when people are like, I can't go to the bathroom like anywhere other than my house because girly pop, she's going wherever she can.
Public places fine, great. When you have to go at someone else's house,
oh, that's very yes.
Story.
You are correct. I'll wait. Usually,
I'll rip down a Bucky's bathroom. a flying J. Don't mind if I do.
You'll take a flying BM.
A Love's destroyed.
And a flying J.
Yeah. But I took this, Joseph and I took this cooking class when we were in Osaka, and it was like in someone's house. And the night before, I was like eating Osakan street food, like eating just crazy shit. And so
you had a crazy shit.
We're in the middle of this cooking class in someone's home in Osaka, and I was like, there was like 2 other couples there. And I was like, I have to. I'm like sweating, really trying to not. It was like that scene in Bridesmaids when she's like,
I'm fine. I could eat more.
Yeah.
I'm starving.
I'm going to have this almond.
Actually, I'm a little hungry. Yeah. So just Jordan almond. So that was me. And the bathroom was, of course, like inches from where this cooking class was taking place.
And a paper door, so you can't like just anything, and a megaphone by the toilet.
Yeah.
You're trying to be like,
I'm trying to be quick, but the body wants what the body wants at that point. And then I like, whatever, finished, and it had been a bit, and it was like the middle of the cooking class. So it was like, there's like no way to like leave that for an amount of time and not come back. And I came back and Joseph's like, are you okay? I can't talk to Joseph about it because he has IBS, but he also has anxiety about having IBS. So if I like mention a stomach thing to him, he like freaks out and then he has a problem. So.
Oh no!
So fine.
Yeah,
it's fine. So actually, I could eat some more.
Is there a bowl of Jordan almonds I can enjoy?
All of this is to say,
it's a Bloodstone Carol. It's the secret fourth ghost in our Bloodstone Carol story is diarrhea in an appropriate spot.
Here is some advice, sage advice. Since we're on this subject, it's been 0 days.
It's mentioned in this episode is IBS. We're allowed to talk about.
Yeah. Okay, good. Lori, our lovely guide along our colon hydrotherapy thing, said if you are ever like in a dire situation like that, don't try and squeeze your butt together and like waddle. Gallop like a giraffe, kind of, because it keeps your butt cheeks together.
Yeah, she's like, your sphincter won't release.
Yeah.
If you are like galloping as opposed to running. Because you're running, you have that sort of beat where like things are free for a second. But if you're galloping, it stays closed.
Hey, hey everybody.
You can see Hal's face.
What was her name?
Lori.
Hi, I'm Lori. I'm going to be your guide on this alternative spa therapy journey. And before we shove hoses up your asshole, I just want to give you a tip. Next time you have to shit in public, gallop around like a giraffe.
It all made sense within the presentation.
I have to try it.
How?
Next time I go see a long movie.
There's going to be a day in your life. There's going to be a day in your life where it's going to, when you whip it into a rest stop, throwing the keys at the Annie Ann's pretzel counter and saying, take it, and then.
They come home from work. I saw the darndest thing today. Somebody, just a sweaty man, galloped like a giraffe right to the back of Macy's. I'd never seen such a thing before. And then they had to close that portion of the store down for about 2 hours.
Oh,
it's the real reason brick and mortar's going out of business.
That's right. Because I know they're just poop dumps.
Oh, yeah. They have department stores also have terrible, old school department stores, terrible bathrooms. Terrible.
What's the best public bathroom option?
Like a truck. I love a truck stop at like a Buc-ee's or a Love's. They're always clean.
Casino.
Yeah.
Casino bathrooms are, you know what? Okay.
Vegas casino, like a nice casino.
I will tell you, my favorite type of bathrooms in public are the ones that have the full door, top to bottom.
Mm-hmm. Yes. You get that a lot there.
I like that because it makes me feel like I'm in my own private little room.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever happens, it's like whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Whatever happens in this little shit room stays in this little shit room, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's where I am on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the best because of the privacy. But also like a nice event venue. Like where people have weddings, like country clubs and stuff. They have real nice shitters. Those things are taken care of. Because somebody's being underpaid and overworked to keep them clean. So they're very, like, they want any place that's trying to exude the feeling of luxury generally is a good bathroom where you're given privacy. Because you don't want to go on Yelp or Google reviews and be like, I heard someone loud shitting right after my round of golf. We were there for the formal. My daughter's in therapy now.
I also like if they have really good paper towels, like really good hand towels.
Soft ones.
I will never use, I don't use those blowers at all.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want to just blow poop air all over my hands.
Poop it.
I will rather, I'll shake my hands dry. Seriously, I'm not kidding.
I believe you.
I'm not using a blower. I will use a Dyson blower
The one
situation.
where you go like this with the hands
Yeah,
and put
the
them
air
in.
blade.
The blade.
Yeah, those are pretty good. Yeah.
Because that actually works. The thing about the other blowers is it doesn't work. So it's just making the water that's on my hands warmer.
Yeah.
Cool. I can just wipe it on my jeans. Thanks.
Basically, this is just a hot lamp for germs as opposed to something actually drying them.
Yeah. Who has the time? Who has the time to stand under a blower?
Nobody does.
I want to get out of there.
You just lost time.
I want to get out of there as soon as
pulling
possible.
off the highway.
Yes.
Remember back in the day, you used to have to pound on the big fat button to get 10 seconds of air. It never gave you enough. So the button is forever wet.
Ugh.
Nasty.
We used to do a lot.
It's inhumane.
It is. And disgusting. That's life.
And that's the ghost of Bloodstone Future. But yeah, I really do love that there's no moral here.
Yeah.
Where it's just the end. It's just Tiny Tim is shaking.
Just yep, there he is. Just sees him.
He's just shaking. Yep, see him. The days are hot and the nights are cold. I hope you have someone out there who cares for you.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's kind of a nice way to end the year. This last paragraph.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's a good wish.
You're never truly alone. For the darkness. If we're in the darkness, there are always others with you, whether you like it or not. Don't open your eyes unless you want to see them.
And that scares the crap out of me.
So yeah, in a way we all are. Yep. Up next, we hear from fans and friends of the show. But first, a conversation about this episode's weather, which was Dragging Me Down by They Love Them, featuring Yo the Moon.
Loved it.
I'd rather be dead. I'd rather be dead.
Which is great, because this is definitive.
Yes.
We're tying the weather into this episode, because the last sentence before the weather is, he muttered as he wept, a mutter of envy, wish I were dead, oh I wish I were dead. From outside the sound of the weather seemed to echo his words. And then the first line of the song is, I wish I were dead.
I like that. I liked that song a lot. I thought it was fun. And then at the end, when you were doing the proverbs, and then you said the band, I was like, yo, the moon.
Yo, the moon. Yo, the moon.
They Love Them, and featuring Yo, the moon. I love that.
Yo, the moon. Yeah, Yo, the moon is a collaborator of They Love Them. So They Love Them has a solo act as well, but it's also, for the most part, a music therapist.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you go to their website, they specialize in music therapy. So I think that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
That is very cool.
Also, I should point out, I would like to point out that They Love Them is headquartered in Delaware County and is serving the greater Philadelphia area, serving the LGBTQIA plus community there.
Media, Pennsylvania, right?
Pennsylvania, which is the home of the MLS. I think that's right. It's in Chester. Is it in Chester? The MLS. Anyway, the Philadelphia Union Stadium, I believe, is in Delaware County as well. But yeah, it's lovely that they love them as in media, and they're serving a community that needs it in my hometown. Makes me happy.
That's amazing.
And proud.
Neato.
You know what else makes me proud?
What?
That every episode, the three of us together are able to devour a giant FanZone Calzone all by ourselves. Should we do it again just to prove our point?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Stay right there. Good Morning Night Vale will return after a brief break.
Lately, I've been all over the place. Between touring, dog sitting, and traveling, my routine has become non-existent. Now that my travel schedule has slowed down, I need to get back to eating real food and not just grabbing what I can when I can. And Factor is making that easier for me. Factor meals are ready in 2 minutes and require little to no prep and no cleanup. So even on the days when my schedule is completely out of whack, eating well is still achievable. Like today. I had 3 meetings and a client. By the time I was done, I was hungry and I just needed to eat. So I grabbed the Beurre Blanc filet mignon with Parmesan risotto and it was delicious. I was amazed at how tender it was and how flavorful the risotto was and saved me from having to pick something up quick. And in 2 minutes, I had something healthy, fresh, and delicious. So if you like fast, easy, and delicious meals, I think you would like Factor meals too. Let's eat real. Head to factormeals.com/GMNV50OFF and use code GMNV50OFF to get 50% off and 1 free breakfast item per box for 1 year, while supplies last until 10/31/2026. That's code GMNV50OFF at factormeals.com. GMNV50OFF at factormeals.com. See website for more details.
All right, this is from Alan. Alan writes, "Hi, I'm super behind on the podcast as I just started listening last week. I think the last episode you had was Hegemony, so I know there's some Kevin-centric episodes later in the podcast you can save this for if you're lacking in Calzone content. I'm only at a beautiful dream, so forgive me, but the Kevin talk made me want to share a story. Basically, it's Otakon 2013 or 2014. I dress as Kevin. We were staying at the Lord Baltimore Hotel, which was hosting a very traditional Hindi wedding. Unfortunately, this was also con weekend. I was about to go down in my full Kevin cosplay, covered in blood and with faux gashed out eyes, when I got into the elevator with 2 very elegantly dressed traditional Hindu wedding guests. They looked so terrified at my appearance that all I could say was, 'I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.' Thankfully, they'd seen enough people in weird costumes that day to get it, but I felt so bad. Anyway, your show is great so far. Give me a couple weeks to catch up. I have a boring job and it won't take long. Thanks for all y'all do. Alan." Oh, I wish there were pictures or video of that.
Yes.
Oh, Alan.
Yeah.
It's always hard being in the normie world, you know. But I appreciate you telling us the story. I can picture it in my head. I feel like I've been in that elevator.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's what I look like when I'm coming home from when we're out on the road doing shows, because usually I have like tons of like sparkles and stuff stuck to my face, and like my eyes are like usually like really wild, and like I have on a lot of makeup, and I definitely get some weird looks from people, so I can appreciate that.
Yeah, I always say that after the show, before I would go do settlement, I would take my hair down and put my glasses back on, because or else it was just too weird to be like going over spreadsheets with the promoter while I looked like a cupcake. I'm like, there's no way.
Yeah,
I was like, put on your jeans, take the poof out of your hair, put your regular glasses on, so you look somewhat like a person and less like a cupcake, because like you're in the normie world. You gotta blend in. All right. Next up, the anonymous poop lady writes into us to make us aware of something. The email was it titled? It's from the Night Vale Reddit. Someone asked the question, what are our alternate spa therapy services? I believe in the rotating ad for Good Morning Night Vale, we mentioned alternative spa therapy services. So there's an entire thread on this on Reddit of what are alternative spa therapies. Someone's asking this question, being like, I hear this in the ads. What do they mean? And then it's just the answers. It's so good. They're all so good. I will post the link to this on Patreon so you can see everyone responding to this person's question of what do they mean? This is what the question is. When they do ads for their other shows, they mention best practices for alternative spa therapy services, if you know what I mean. I don't know what they mean, though, and I haven't been able to Google it. I'm probably Googling the wrong thing. What did they mean by that? The first comment, with the most upvotes, is the cast all went to get colon cleanses one time, and it's been a bit of a running gag. And then there's the rest of them. Someone says colonic hydrotherapy, another person says it's been 0 days.
Oh, that's so good.
I just upvoted that.
So thank you, APL, for bringing that to my attention. APL says, I can't stop giggling at this. And I said, I also can't stop giggling at this. Also, at this time this episode will air, it will be a belated birthday, but happy belated birthday to the anonymous poop lady.
Happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday. HBD, APL.
To poop. Happy birthday. Up next in the Calzone, we have Mark. Mark writes, good afternoon, Night Vale. After many of in-jokes between my partner and I and their byproducts, we started to listen to Welcome to Night Vale with my children. They both love it so far. So much so, Solomon here drew you a picture of Koshek in the bathroom. And yes, that is blood in the bottles under the counter. We are looking forward to seeing you all live as a family, again as a family. Oh, thank you so much for continuing to make such a wonderful show. All hail, Mark. And Mark sent us this adorable, picture. Wow, I like the detail of the checker, the checker tile on the wall.
And the sink, too, is great.
I love that. The sink is
great
really
detail
good.
on that. The whole vanity.
With the vanity, yeah. Mm-hmm. That's good. I love it.
Little microphone, the hand holding the microphone. Cute. I'm into it. I will put that on the Patreon as well so y'all can see this work. Yeah. Beautiful work of, I love when like a family is into something. I think that's really cute.
That's awesome.
I really appreciate, Mark, you and your partner and your byproducts. I like that you're referring to your children as your byproducts.
I like that as well. I'll always say, Night Vale, bringing families together. Mm-hmm. Because when we see families out there, in the audience, or knowing that people listen with their kids, with their, parents, it's so nice to know that you can have a family activity that's so wholesome and spooky. Mm-hmm. And we want to thank you all for listening to our show and sending in your comments and questions and pictures and all those things, because we love seeing it. Our next episode is 141, Save Dark Owl Records. But until the next time, good morning, Night Vale. Good morning.
Good Morning Night Vale is a Night Vale Presents production. It is hosted by Symphony Sanders, Meg Bashwiner, and Hal Lublin. It is edited by Felicia Dominguez and mixed by Vincent Cacchione. It is produced by Meg Bashwiner. Theme music by Disparition. Email us at info@goodmorningnightVale.com to share your theories and ask questions, or to tell us how you celebrate Bloodstone Day. This show is powered by our patrons like Greg Stovall, Hannah Jones, James Lee, Jem Rose, and Jessica B. If you're interested in supporting this show in exchange for lots of fun, exclusive, insider, hyper-cool kid content, check us out at patreon.com/goodmorningnightVale. For more info on this show, go to goodmorningnightVale.com and follow us on Facebook and on Twitter at Night Vale Chat. Special thanks to Joella Knapp, Jeffrey Craner, and Joseph Fink. Calzone ingredient of the week is 3 ghosts with nothing to teach you.